here, Megan.
I would think so, but I also think this is a decision that you're looking at a couple times. I mean, there's Michkov, rumored to be going to Montreal possibly, but still we have good players on the board that you maybe think have a bit less downside risk too. So I could see them going a variety of different ways.
Haven't won a cup since '93. Picking the top 5 now in consecutive drafts for the first time since the 60s. Here's Montreal's pick.
We'd like to start by congratulating the Vegas Golden Knights. Also like to wish David Poile all the best in retirement. J'aimerais saluer nos partisans à Montréal et autour du monde. On apprécie votre passion. To make our selection, I will invite up our former 5th overall in 2005, Carey Price.
Bonsoir. Le Canadiens de Montreal are proud to select David
We planned it that way. David Reinbacher.
Bacher, that was the player many people thought they would take. He's a big right-handed shooting defenseman, Megan Chaika, 6'2", 225. Why is he the first defenseman off the board tonight?
When you're looking at picking that defenseman, you're thinking someone's going to pick him shortly after. So Montreal jumping the gun. He focuses on simple plays on exits, distributes the puck with good timing to teammates, makes that good first pass and exits the zone well. He's Austrian as well, so he actually committed to playing in Switzerland. I talked with some of his coaches that said he's an excellent person, not just hockey player, trains well. He's a big kid who skates well, combined with a great skill set. And maybe he's compared to Seider, although Seider's a little tougher and meaner. His coach said he actually thinks David has a higher threshold to get to. So solid defenseman, a little higher than I would expect, but he would be the first one on my list.
Second Austrian taken in the top 5, Thomas Vakuun, former Predator in 2003.
Well, here's my thing that I would tell you this. With him, now the D is open for the defenseman now. And Reinbacher, because I wasn't sure it was going to be Sinovchev here.
Right.
And it goes with Reinbacher. But Montreal's had a history of having European-born players. Certainly in the last 30 years, they've had a lot of European-born players that have flourished in Montreal. Montreal has kind of that international culture, Boosh, and I think this is a nice piece to add to their blue line, which is very impressive right now.
Right shot D-man, good size. You can see he can move. He was able to close on players quickly with his feet. Maybe not overly nasty, but I think there's a smarts to his game, playing a pro game in the Swiss League. The Swiss League's a good league.
Very good league.
It's very skilled.
It's a good league, and for a big guy like that...
Got a big back. I'm big on big backs, Boosh.
Yeah, you can carry a lot of people on those backs, Bucci.
Along the wall.
A good pick. I mean, look, I think there's a lot of D in this draft that people are thinking about. Sinovchev, as you mentioned, maybe has a little bit more bite to his game, but in a lot of people that I talked to, they felt like Reinbacher was the guy that was going to go first, so not overly surprised that Montreal grabbed him.
A lot of mocks had the top 5 that were taken. Now the mystery really begins here as Matvei Michkov, the talented Russian, many think is the second best player in this draft, but because of obviously geopolitical reasons, the 3-year KHL contract, he's not available right away. He is still on the board.